Why am I not losing any weight? Why am I creeping towards morbid obesity? Here's one reason that probably applies to you. Are you ready? You have no self-discipline. Facts and Stacy, you're acting based on emotions instead of logic.
I think my problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
Really? And you think that you're not eating and you're getting
I don't want to get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished?
How you feel instead of what's the right thing to do. I'll just work out when I feel like working out. I'm gonna order a large Domino's pizza with 2 sides because I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I'm hungry. I'm gonna take a rest day, because I don't want to overtrain. Like, I'm feeling a bit tired, I don't really feel up to it. Give it a rest. So you're taking actions based on how motivated you feel. But we know that motivation comes and goes. It don't always stick around. So some examples of no discipline: no rules, no boundaries, no structure. And it's quite likely that you don't even have a goal. Do you have a goal? What's your goal?
Do you know what, when you feel you're like, oh, she's like, no, but you know what I mean? Like,
what?
Give it a rest, will ya? Waking up late, going to bed whenever you want, eating all day, every day, whatever you want, as much as you want. There's no structure. You're up at 1 o'clock in the morning, watching the Queen's Gambit in bed with a packet of salt and vinegar crisps. But you said that you wanted to lose weight.
No, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Stop it. So this is what we need to do. We need to add in some self-discipline so that we can identify things that we're going to do, whether we feel like it or not, that are in line with our goal, specific goal, which might be, for example, I want to lose 6 pounds in March. Set up actions that are in line with that goal, and then also with our overarching goal, which essentially is becoming the best version of yourself. So here's some ways that you can add in some self-discipline to your life to achieve your goals. These are some examples to get you thinking about what will apply to your life, because it's about you at the end of the day. So if your goal is fat loss, you can add in fasting. So you only eat within a certain period of the day. For example, you only eat between 12 o'clock lunchtime to 8 p.m. dinner time. That's your eating window. 8 hours, you only eat in that period. Yeah, it gives you a bit of structure. You're either in your eating window or you're in your fasting window. There's discipline required to make sure that you don't eat before 12 p.m. That little uncomfortable period is going to help you. And then also, if you stop eating at 8 and then you're in bed watching Netflix, there's that discipline to not go and reach for the snacks and keep eating. It might be uncomfortable, but that's what we want. You could eat in set meals. So you could say, all right, I'm only going to eat 3 meals a day. So I'm going to eat a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner. So there's no snacking in between that. So that's going to add a level of discipline, because let's say you've already had your lunch. Now you've got to wait till dinner before you eat again. Yeah. And that uncomfortable period where maybe you do want to eat, you got to hold off. That discomfort is going to help you build self-discipline. You could create a morning and a bedtime routine. You don't have to be nothing fancy. You don't have to go mad. For example, wake up at the same time every day, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is based on your lifestyle. But wake up that time at least 5 days a week, every single week, regardless of how much sleep you're going to get, regardless of whatever excuse comes to your head. You wake up at the same time every day, or a set amount of days per week. You could do the same with your bedtime routine. So whether you're tired or not, whether your friend just told you about a new show that you want to stay up and watch every night, or at least 5 days a week, or a set amount of days a week, you're going to go to bed at 10 p.m. regardless how you feel, because you want to build some discipline. Cardio wise, You could say every single day, I'm going to get 10,000 steps. Regardless, it don't matter if I've got a busy day or I don't have to move, I don't have to go anywhere, I just want to slob around on the sofa. You set that discipline so that it gets you up, gets you out, and regardless, you hit the 10k steps. Exercise wise, whether you can get to the gym, do home workouts, whatever way you're going to work out, set a set amount of days that you're going to work out per week. For example, 3 days a week, maybe it's 6 days a week. Whatever you know that you can stick to, set that minimum consistency level and then do the workout, regardless of how rubbish you think it's going to be, how tired you are. It don't matter. Every single week, you're going to commit to those 3 workouts, for example. It's also good to have things that are related to accountability as well. For example, taking one picture on a Monday, every Monday, regardless of how you feel, how you look. So Monday comes round, you go into the bathroom to take your picture, but you take your top off and your belly is looking absolutely nuts. Yeah, belly looking globular. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you're tired. You're going to take that picture regardless. And you do that every week consistently. You could do the same with a scale. Let's say once a week, you specify a day, or even every day. Personally, I weigh myself every day. If you don't get emotionally attached to the number, it ain't that deep, but you weigh yourself regardless. Yeah, and you stay consistent. So what we're really doing is creating some sort of structure, some sort of black and white boundaries, something to go off, adding certain actions to our life that we have to do regardless of how we feel. And we do these things either daily or at least weekly. Yeah, because they'll become habits, because discipline is based on the things that you do every day. Discipline is a habit. It's something that you have to constantly practice. But again, in order to know what this structure is going to look like, you need to know what your goal is.
Do you know what, like, you know when you feel like you're like,
So set a very specific goal and give it a specific time frame. I like to do monthly goals. So you could set a goal for the whole of February, set a goal for the whole of March, and just work month to month. The key is to start small, keep it consistent, and keep it simple. So you've got to understand what you're realistically capable of doing. One person might do 6 workouts per week. Another person, it might only be 2 to start off with. Yeah. One person might say 10k steps a day. Another person, it might only be 8,000 steps per day. But I would start small, start with something that's relatively easy. That way you can do it consistently. Because if you start too hard, you're going to fall off, you get discouraged, and it'll be too much. It'll be overwhelming. So start small, find a minimum consistency level, because you can always do more. Write it down, create a plan, make a structure, be consistent over time, over the weeks, evaluate it and say, all right, cool, I've been going well, I've been consistent with this. If I want to raise it up, I can add in an extra workout, more steps, more fasting time, less meals, track my calories, all these different methods of discipline. But if you're the type of person that isn't very disciplined, start small, start on amateur difficulty, yeah? And then slowly creep it up, semi-pro, professional, world class, legendary, as you go along. Don't try and do too many at the same time. Start with 1 or 2, add them along as you go. You ain't gonna turn from a lazy slob to David Goggins overnight.
What the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay fucking hard.
And what you'll find is as you become more self-disciplined, it's gonna raise your self-esteem. And with a higher self-esteem, you're gonna start to become more self-confident. And as you become more self-confident, you're gonna be filled with more self-belief. So it all layers on top of each other. It's all linked to you. But yeah, that's just one reason why your belly looks a bit nuts. One reason why you're not able to consistently lose weight. There's other factors, of course, but I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some value. If it did, leave me a like, subscribe, share this with someone, a friend, a family member, maybe a fat girlfriend, someone that needs a bit of help, bit of guidance. Let them know, innit? It's all love. Follow me on Instagram, Kaai Galligan. I'm on there daily, trying to give live real life examples of self-discipline. Keep it consistent, keep it simple. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next video.
What the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay fucking hard.
興味ないね。